The story of Rindercella. Once upon a time in a corn country, there lived a very beautiful girl. Her name was Rindercella. Now Rindercella lived with her mugly other and her two sad bisters. And in the same corn country there was a very pransome hince. And this pransome hince was going to have a bancy fall, and he'd invited the people from Riles a Mound, especially the pitch reaple. Rindercella's mugly other and her two sad blisters went out to buy some drancy fesses to wear to the bouncy fall, but Rindercella could not go because all she had to wear were some old wordy dags. Finally, the night of the bouncy fall arrived, and Rindercella couldn't go, so she just cat down and scried. She was a kitten there a scrying when all at once there appeared before her Gary Fodmother, and he touched her with his magic mand, and there appeared before her a sig boach and Hicks white sources to take her to the Bancy Fall. But now she said to Rindercella, you must be home before midnight, or I'll turn you into a tumpkin. When Rindercella arrived at the Bancy Fall, the pransome hince met her at the door because he had been watching behind a wooden window. And Rindercella and the pransome hince danced all night until midnight, and they lell in fove. And finally the mid-clock struck night, and Rindercella staced down the rares, and just as she beached the bottom, she slopped her dripper. The next day the pransome hince went all over the corn country, looking for the beautiful girl who had slopped her dripper. Finally he came to Rindercella's house. He tried it on Rindercella's mugly other, and it fit and dit. And then he tried it on her two sigly usters, and it fit and dit. And then he tried it on Rindercella, and it fit it. It was exactly the sight rise. So they were married and lived heavily ever hapwards. Now the story of the Maury is, if you ever go to a Bancy Fall and want to have a pransome hince loll in fove with you, don't forget to slop your dripper.